Hey everyone, I just got my hands on the TCL 98-inch Class S5 4K Smart TV and I have to say, this thing is a total game. Wait, no, let me not do that. This thing is actually pretty impressive for the price. If you've ever struggled with a TV that just doesn't feel big enough to fill your living room or worse, one that makes everything look washed out or blurry, this might be the fix you've been looking for. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the size. 98 inches is huge star. Like, I didn't realize how much space I was wasting until I set this up. It's not just big, it's immersive. Watching movies or sports feels like you're right there in the action. And the 4K resolution is sharp, no blurry edges or weird pixelation, even when you're sitting close. I've seen bigger TVs, but most of them cost way more. This one gives you that massive screen experience without breaking the bank. Now, let's talk motion. If you've ever watched a fast-paced action scene or a sports game and noticed everything looks like a blur, this TV fixes that. The 120Hz panel refresh rate and motion rate 480 with MEMC frame insertion keep everything smooth. I watched a Formula 1 race on this, and the cars didn't leave trails behind them, everything stayed crisp and clear. That's not something you get on every TV, especially not in this price range. Color is another big win here. The wide color gamut makes everything pop. Reds are redder, greens are greener, and skin tones look natural. I streamed a nature documentary, and the underwater scenes looked so vibrant I almost forgot I was watching a screen. Even bright scenes in movies don't wash out like they do on some cheaper TVs. The high brightness direct LED backlight helps with that too, so if you've got a lot of windows in your room, you won't lose detail in the shadows. HDR is where this TV really shines. It supports Dolby Vision IQ, HDR10+, HDR10, and HLG, which means it adapts to the lighting in your room. If you're watching in a dark room, it'll make the bright parts brighter and the dark parts darker, so you get way more depth. I tested it with a few different movies, and the contrast was noticeably better than what I'm used to. It's not OLED level, but for the price, it's really close. The TCL AIPQ engine with deep learning AI is kind of sneaky how good it is. It automatically adjusts the picture settings based on what you're watching, whether it's a movie, a sports game, or even a video game. I hooked up my console, and it optimized the colors and contrast without me having to touch a thing. That's a nice touch if you don't want to fiddle with settings every time you switch what you're watching. Smart features are built in with Google TV, so you've got access to all your favorite apps like Netflix, YouTube, and Disney Plus right out of the box. The Google Assistant is built in too, so you can just talk to the remote to search for shows or control other smart devices. It's not the fastest smart TV I've used, but it's smooth enough for everyday use. And if you're into voice control, it works with Alexa too, which is handy if you've got other smart home gadgets. The remote is decent, it's got a MIC for voice search, and the buttons are responsive. It's not the fanciest remote out there, but it gets the job done. One thing I will say is that the TV itself is pretty heavy, so make sure you've got a sturdy stand or wall mount. It's not something you're going to move around often, so plan your setup carefully. So, should you buy it? If you want a massive 4K TV that doesn't cost a fortune and still delivers great picture quality, color, and smart features, this is a solid pick. It's not perfect, no TV is, but for the price, it punches way above its weight. The only real downsides are the weight and the fact that the smart TV interface isn't the absolute fastest out there. Anyway, if you're looking to upgrade your living room setup, this TCL 98-inch TV is definitely worth a look. The link is below if you want to check it out.